Good evening and welcome to all the viewers to the presentation. I would like to heartily welcome all of you to Genius Lakshya, which is a unique initiative by the Genius Group of institutions for the service of the nation, where we will be teaching, training, motivating, and guiding our students to pursue their career in the field of UPSC, GPSC, NDA, and CDS. So this is a part of corporate social responsibility where we will be giving a free platform for the students so that they will prepare themselves to be a part of all India services, central government jobs, and the state government jobs. Also, they can join Army, Navy, and Air Force. So, we at Genius Group of Institutions will not only guide the students but also teach the students. We will make a very strong foundation of the UPSC, GPSC, NDA, and CDS. And if you are planning to pursue your career in other fields like railways, bankings, and other sectors, then kindly let me know. I will guide you and help you to achieve your target of life. So, our particular vision is to guide the students from the early age so that they will enjoy the whole process of preparation and they will be a fearless UPSC candidate and they will appear UPSC and crack it. So early is the better. So this is an after decision for the students and all the aspirants. Those who are appearing for the UPSC, GPSC, NDA, CDS or any other government examinations very shortly, then I will let you know how to prepare the examinations because what our endeavor today is, it is for the whole year. The program will be continuous throughout the year and as we have already classified the whole program into two categories. One is for junior and another one is for senior. In the junior category, we will be giving only the introduction part and the basic concept of all the topics. Whereas in the senior category, the complete analysis and the complete understanding of the topic will be there. So be a part of this novel initiative. Let others know about it and let's make it happen that many students from our region will be joining the UPSC, GPSC, NDA and CDS. Okay, so today we will analyze the most important current affairs of the whole week. If you are reading the newspaper, especially the national newspapers, and if you are going through international newspapers, then you must be aware of the fact that the Chabahar port is in news and we will be discussing, analyzing and we will be understanding what is it and what is the strategic importance of the Chabahar port for country like India. Okay, so today we will analyze the bilateral relationship between India and Iran. Approximately, I would like to take you in the journey of last 20 years, what kind of relationship we have with our country of the Asian continent, and we will analyze the bilateral relationship between India and Iran. So this is one of the most important topics of the day. So if you have any doubts, any query, any question in your mind, you can write me on rohitsika at geniusschool.co.in, and you can clear your doubt. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, you are requested to do so. And don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification. Whatever videos we will be making, you will be getting the notification of the video. So today the topic is on India and Iran relationship, and it is an important part of the UPSC because UPSC has been asking many questions on national and international relationship, and this is the most important and significant topic as far as the international relationship is concerned. So I would like to share with you the presentation, and we will understand by the help of the presentation what kind of relationship we have with Iran and what is the strategic relationship between India and Iran. Why India has been trying its level best to make ports like Java ports and railways with the partnership of Iran is very, very important. We know that no country in the world can survive by itself. Each and every country needs one another. So, in order to have a strategic relationship, the geopolitical plays a vital role, and we will understand what is the importance of Chabahar port, how is it going to help India, and what is the latest development and engagement of the Chabahar port right now. At the same time, we will understand the history of the cultural relationship between India and Iran, the history of Iran, how do we maintain relationship with each other is an important topic of the day. So let me share with you the presentation. You can write me on the comment box if you have any questions, any doubt, okay? And then I will get back to you and we will discuss once again the question answer. So before that, I would like to ask a question. Who is the External Affairs Minister of India? If you are reading the newspaper every day, you must be aware of it. It is one of the simplest questions. Okay, you must know who are the ministers. Okay, so my question is, who is the External Affairs Minister of our country? Who is the External Affairs Minister of our country? If you know, please write on the comment box. My question is, who is the External Affairs Minister of our country? Ministry of External Affairs. If you don't know, then it is absolutely okay, but these are the simple questions we must be aware of it. And if you go through newspaper every day, then you must be aware of it. That's why I have been emphasizing upon newspaper reading every day. In order to be an officer, it is an important habit to develop, and that habit is reading the newspaper every day, where you must avoid reading the local newspapers. You must avoid reading the local newspapers because local newspapers are not going to help us at any cost, at any how. Okay, so good evening to all of you, Mr. Nanil Kunt, Tia Sinojiaji, also Klonagariaji and Aarti Boriaji. Okay, you all are welcome to the presentation. So my question is not answered so far. Who is the Minister of External Affairs right now? Very, very important. Yes? No answer? Not aware of it? Okay. Then you will give the answer before the completion of the presentation. So I am sharing my presentation with you, and let's understand the topic of the day. So the topic is about India Iran engagement or relationship. Okay, we will discuss India and Iran relationship. This is a part of UPSC syllabus of General Studies Paper 2, and under GS Paper 2, effect of policies, of politics, of countries on India's interest, and government politics and interventions. So today's presentation is a part of General Studies Paper 2 of the UPSC syllabus, where it comes under GS Paper 2, and it is effect of policies, of politics of countries on India's interest, and government politics and intervention. So this will give a brief understanding of different timelines with regards to Chabahar Port and Forjat B gas. So one by one we will analyze and will study. December 25, 2002, a consortium of ONGC Videsh, IOC and Oil India signs contract for carrying out exploration of Forjat B block. That means this is an agreement between India and Iran. In the year of 2002, our ONGC Videsh, IOC and Oil India made an MOU with Iran for carrying out the exploration of at the site of Forjat B block. This is the first MOU. Then the next development is in the year 2003, our former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji and then Iran President Syed Mohammad Khatmi signed a deal to develop Chabahar Port Complex. This is an important MOU between India and Iran. In the year of 2003, in the month of January, our former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji and then Iranian President Syed Mohammad Khatami ji had signed a deal, an MOU. And what is the object of the MOU? The objective of the MOU was to develop Chabahar Port Complex and Chabahar France Bam Railway Link. So our Prime Minister and the President of Iran had made an MOU to develop a port and a railway link in the year 2003. Then what is the next development? The next development is Jarwad being contract got expired in the year 2009. Then what is the next development? In 2015, in the month of May, our Union Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari signed an MOU with Iran. So, in 2015, our Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari signed an MOU with Iran. Then what is the next development? Then after 1 year in 2016, in the month of May, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji visited Tehran and discussed Chabahar and Farjad with the Iranian President Mr. Hassan Rouhani. And what is the next development? And after 1 year, in the year 2017, Rouhani inaugurated first phase of port, means Chabahar port. Then in the year 2018, in the month of January, Iran and India signed a pact worth $2 billion for cooperation in rail. Means India and Iran made an agreement to develop a rail network, and it was worth rupees $2 billion. Then in 2018, in the month of February, Iran signed an agreement to lease the operational control of Chabahar port. Then in this year, latest development is that Iran had shown the door to India in both Chabahar and Farjad B project. This is so far the latest development. Then let's understand what is Chabahar Jahedan Railway project. In the New Delhi Declaration, which was signed in 2003 by both the countries, means India and Iran, and both countries had decided to jointly develop the Chabahar port complex. So in 2003, in the New Delhi Declaration, India and Iran had jointly decided to develop the Chabahar port complex. The port development was exempted from the sanctions of the USA. India's main investment in the Chabahar port, where it was taken over, operations of one terminal had progressed well in the last few years, handling 82 ships with 12 lakh tons of bulk cargo in 8,200 containers since December 2018. So this is a huge development. Why India is concerned for it? Why India is concerned for the present situation? India is concerned for the present situation because Iran's growing proximity to China means, though Iran is one of the best friends of India, but gradually it has been seen that Iran is tilting towards China. So this is one of the biggest concerns for India. Further, Iran seems to be skeptical of India's diplomatic ties with the USA. Means Iran is not much comfortable. Iran is in doubt because of our country's diplomatic ties with the USA. Because Iran and USA have on the loggerheads for a long period of time. And what is Punjabi gas field? India needs gas, we need gas. Iran is the best option geographically because Iran is very close to us, Iran is very close to India, and Iran is closest to India of all the countries in the Persian Gulf region. Out of all the Gulf regions, the nearest or the closest country for India is Iran. So if this project goes out of our control, then it is not a good indication, it is not a good indication for us. Further, it could have improved India Iran ties as the crude oil import from Iran remains impacted due to the USA sanctions. In due course of time, we have been developing strategic relationship with our neighboring countries in particular and all the developed countries in general. Chabahar is not only a key to maritime relationship between India and Iran, it also provides an opportunity to India to reach Russia and Central Asia, because in order to reach Russia, Central Asia, Afghanistan, Chabahar port is geographically, strategically and technically very crucial for India, because Pakistan does not allow India to go through it or to reach Russia and Central Asia through Pakistan. It allows India to bypass Pakistan. If we will develop Chabahar port, then easily we can bypass Pakistan and we can reach Russia, Central Asia and Afghanistan, and we can develop our trade. So it is very important. Chabahar Jaidan railway project. This is the port Chabahar of Iran, and present the project is there will be a railway link from Chabahar to Jaidan. And see, this is the Gwadar port of Pakistan, and it has been developed by China. So strategically it is very important for India to develop Chabahar port of Iran, and it will directly give an access to bypass Pakistan and reach Central Asia, Russia and Afghanistan, and we can improve our trade. So it is very important to develop Chabahar port and the rail link between Chabahar to Jaidan. Also it is very important as far as the maritime is concerned, because China has been developing border ports, and if India will develop in full-fledged the Chabahar port, that we can observe the activities done by China in the border port. So strategically it is very important to develop the Chabahar port of Iran. Chabahar Jaidan railway project, a contract to develop the 628 kilometer railway line, and the railway line will be started from Chabahar port and it will link to Jaidan. along the Iran-Afghanistan border. It was signed in 2016. The contract was signed in 2016 to develop Chabahar-Jaidan railway link or railway line. IRCON of India was appointed by the Government of India to assess the feasibility of the project. IRCON was given the responsibility to make a report of the project, and it was means IRCON of India was working with CDTIC of Iran. So IRCON of India and CDTIC of Iran are accountable to develop Chabahar-Jaidan railway line, which is 628 kilometers. So in recent time we have got so many updates regarding Chabahar port development, and this is the latest development of the Hindu newspaper. This is the development of 28th July 2020, where it has been clearly mentioned that Iran to continue cooperation with India. In my previous slide, I had told you that Iran has shown the outdoor or shown the exit door from two important projects. But the latest developments says that Iran to continue means will continue cooperation with India on Chabahar line. This is the statement given by railway chief. In the latest twist, this is a twist because before this latest development, it was found that Iran has started working on Chabahar and railway line project by itself. But now there is a twist in the current development, and the latest development says that in the latest twist to Iran's Chabahar Jahedan railway project, Iran's railway minister said Iran and India are determined to continue cooperation on the railway line. The remarks contradict Iranian officials who had previously said India was not a part of the project. So this is the twist. Before this latest statement given by the Iran's railway minister, it was seen that Chabahar Jaidan railway project will be developed by Iran alone, by itself. Okay, so this is the latest development That means India is a part of Chabahar Jaidan railway project, and both countries are committed to continue and cooperate on this railway line project. So this map clearly shows that Chabahar port in Arabian Sea is an important and strategic location for India, for India, where India can access Afghanistan, Central Asia, Russia through this route and can improve its trade. At the same time, this is the border port of Pakistan. This port has been developed, or this port is being developed by China. So strategically, Chabahar port becomes very important for us for trade and to have an observation on the navy activities or naval activities of China in the border port. So it is very important for us. This is the statement of 2019, where in the Economic Times the statement given by Jaishankar is India, Iran to accelerate Chabahar port operations. Jaishankar is our Foreign Affairs Minister, and this is the statement given by him in the month of December 2019. Means before the latest development, India and Iran were engaged to maximize, to speed up Chabahar port operation. This tweet of 2019 says that just concluded a very conductive India or India-Iran Joint Commission meeting with my co-chair J. Jafir, reviewed the entire gamut of our cooperation and agreed on accelerating our Chabahar port. Again, this tweet is about maximization of work at Chabahar port. And this is very important strategically for our country. Now let us understand some fundamental facts of Iran as a country. Iran is the 17th largest country in the world. Iran shares its borders with many countries like Iraq, Turkey, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. And the currency of Iran is Riyal. Iran's contribution to the whole world. Iran's contribution to the whole world. Muhammad ibn Musa al Khwarizmi, a Persian mathematician, invented modern day algebra. As we know that the contribution of India is great as far as mathematics and algebras are concerned. So Ibn Sina, a Persian polymath, is often called the father of modern medicine. Two important books of Iran are the Book of Healing, where the traditional medicine has been discussed. So the Book of Healing is a great contribution of Iran to the world, and the Canon of Medicine, where the significance of medicine has been discussed. Again, it is one of the greatest contributions of Iran to the world. Iran India relations go beyond trade, business. This is a statement given by the president of Iran. So we have cultural tie-off with Iran, and the relationship between Iran and India goes back to many years. So the president of Iran says that India and Iran's relations have gone beyond trade, business. Iran President 2018 statement. The relation between the two countries, mean India and Iran, goes beyond trade and business. It goes back in history. Means our relation with Iran is very old. We also share cultural and historical relations with the two countries. Our and your artists, means the artists of Iran and artists of India, the engineers of Iran and India, the mathematicians of Iran and India, and literators of India and Iran ensure that our relations, means India and Iran relations, goes back in history, are kept intact. Means we have a very good and healthy and prosperous relationship, which will strengthen our friendship and relationship in the future. So this is a great statement, an impactful statement given by the President of Iran in the year 2018, which clearly speaks about a healthy and prosperous relationship between India and Iran. So since beginning, India and Iran have a very prosperous relationship between them. Ustad Ahmad Lahori, also a well-known Persian architect. He is said to have been a chief architect of the Taj Mahal in Agra of India. which was built between 1632 and 1648 during the ruling period of Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. So it is believed that Ustad Ahmad Lahori, who was a prominent Persian architect, played an important role to give the idea and structural design of the Taj Mahal in Agra in India. It is believed so. So it is very, very important, and we have a cultural relationship with Iran. Independent India and Iran established diplomatic relation in 1950. Means soon after the independence of our country, the relation between India and Iran are very good. Mohammad Mossadegh, the then Prime Minister of Iran during 1952 to 53, has admired our father of nation in many occasions. India-Iran cultural relationship. Gandhi and Mossadegh, anti-colonial icons of India and Iran. We know that the Britishers had been ruling in many countries in the world. As Gandhiji has played a great role in the freedom movement, he is our father of nation. The same way Mossadegh has played a great role in the reformation of Iran. As 20th century anti-colonialist leader in Asia, both Mahatma Gandhiji and Dr. Mohammad Mossadegh, both two great reformer, political leader, both were great, prominent reformers, political leaders, anti-colonialistic leaders, are regarded by their countrymen in India and Iran as the father of nation. So both are the father of nation. Gandhiji and Mossadegh. Mossadegh admired Gandhi, who had become famous for his struggle for independence from the British in the first half of the 20th century. Both men were lawyers. Gandhiji was a lawyer. Mossadegh was a lawyer. So both were the lawyers who risked their life, who took the risk of their life and endured repeated imprisonment defending their beliefs, and both were named Time magazine's Man of the Year. So the role of Gandhiji in our country is invaluable, the same way the role of Mossadegh in Iran is invaluable. Both have played a very significant role in their respective countries. This is an article Very, very old article of 1952 from the Hindu. The Indian Embassy and the Indo-Iranian Association in Tehran observed Mahatma Gandhi's Remembrance Day on the 30th. Among the highlights was this message by Dr. Mohammad Mossadegh, Persian Prime Minister. Mahatma Gandhi was a rare human being. He says, Mossadegh has admired Gandhiji. According to him, Mahatma Gandhi was a rare human being who, with a miraculous technique, brought India up to the heights on which she stands today. In Gandhiji's dictionary, religious differences and sectarian prejudices had no place whatever. That means Gandhiji was not discriminating anyone in the name of religion. He was the greatest observer, propagator, and follower of non-violence. In fact, he was the greatest supporter of Indian Muslim. Gandhiji not only stabilized the greatness of his country in his own lifetime, but also left behind men like Jawaharlal Nehru, who is a finished product of the Gandhi school. So this article clearly speaks that the relationship between Gandhiji and Mossadegh was excellent, above the level, and he has appreciated the father of nation in such a way that it is a great gesture of the great person Mossadegh. So this is the end of my presentation, and I am getting back to you for your doubts and questions. Okay. So guys, if you have any doubt, any query, let me know. Any doubt, any query, because we had a very brief discussion on India and Iran relationship. It is very, very important to understand what kind of relationship we have with our neighboring countries, because we get many questions in preliminary examination of UPSC and mains examination of the UPSC. So being an aspirant of the UPSC, you must have some basic knowledge of relationship of India with other countries. We must understand what kind of relationship we have with other countries. So if you have any doubt, any query, kindly ask me and I will clear the doubt right now. Before that, I would like to suggest some of the important habits an officer should have. If you are a serious or sincere aspirant of the UPSC, GPSC, NDA, CDS or any government examinations, then develop a habit of reading the world maps. The world map must be in front of you every time, because whatever current affairs we will be reading, it will be on the world map. So very important. You must have a world map. Fix it in front of you. Whenever you are learning any topic, visualize the topic. Just mentally locate the place. Then visualization will help you understand in a very positive way, and you will never forget it. So no problem. First thing, you must have world map. As we discussed today, the relationship between India and Iran, then in your mind there should be a very clear image of Iran, and you must visualize it. If you can visualize Iran, then you can connect the dots, you can connect the information. But if you don't know, if you are not aware of anything, just you know that there is a country namely Iran, but you don't know its location, then it will not be easy to understand the strategic relationship between the countries, geopolitics of the countries. All these are very important. So number one, you must have a world map, because in due course of time we will be discussing the relationship of so many countries. So unless and until you have cleared the image, the situation, the location of the country, then you will never understand the international relationship in a very detailed manner. And reading or going through the world map is the first habit of any UPSC, GPSC, NDA, CDS aspirant. After getting up in the morning, you must go through world map for 5 to 10 minutes. And whatever topic we will be discussing and analyzing, just visualize, and if you can visualize, you can actualize. So it is very important to know. Okay. So any doubts, as I have got that you do not have any doubt, I hope you are learning something, yes or no. I hope you are upgrading yourself. Gradually you will understand many things. You will be upgrading yourself slowly but gradually, and you will feel good that you are every day upgrading yourself. You will feel good, because if you are upgrading yourself, whatever happening across the world, I will be bringing to you. So thank you very much for being a part of the presentation, and see you tomorrow with latest current affairs. And till then, bye bye, take care. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, you are requested to do so and press the bell icon to get the latest videos. So thank you very much once again. See you. So this is the end of my presentation. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.